A well-designed room encompasses many layers of design elements, flooring, lighting, accents, etc. In 2000, a designer named Christopher Lowell wrote a book called The 7 Layers of Design. It set up a framework to organize these different design elements in an order. In haunting, we also use layers of design to make a room truly scary. Let's call them the 7 layers of scare. The 7 layers are art direction, walls, ceilings, and floors, the main scare, accents, lighting, atmosphere, and touch and smell. This is A Room at the Darkness. It's a pro haunt in St. Louis, considered to be one of the best in its immersive, detailed haunt rooms. I love how we feel like we're looking at the outside of a gas station, but really, it's inside a building. Think of the 7 layers of scare as one layer on top of the other. We build one and then the other. Looking at this picture, we can see many of these layers in play. Layer 1 is art direction, the most critical layer and probably the one many haunts desperately need but don't have. We've all gone through haunts where one room is chainsaws, the next is a gothic mansion, autopsy room, then an insane asylum, clowns, and then zombies. Picking a cohesive art direction or theme sets our haunt's foundation. When we use consistent art direction, it helps us keep the design elements unified and tells a story. If not, we may end up with a mishmash of random things in the room and our mind. The art direction keeps us focused on the goal. Layer 2 is walls, ceilings, and floors. The first area to decorate is the perimeter of the room. Wall design is the most important. It tells the viewer where they are. A garage has brickwork, a boiler room has rusty pipes, and a mansion peeling wallpaper. To convey the message even more, we can also decorate the floor and or the ceiling. In most garage haunts, that's not easy to do, but if we can, it'll help. Layer 3 is the main scare. Here's the whole reason we're doing this: to scare the heck out of people. Pick a scare that fits the room we are designing. Here's a neat picture of a super scary hallway. This room design sets the scene perfectly for a good scare. In this case, a hidden scare in the hallway would be your best bet. We don't see anything, but we dread it's there. We could simply have an actor rap on the wall as they pass by. Not all scares have to be visible, and the scare must fit the room design. The scare also adds impact if it has a matching sound. A moaning zombie, squealing rats, roaring monster. Okay, we've got the art direction, walls are made, scares ready. Now let's anchor it. Layer 4 is accents. This helps us tell that story. Let's go back to that garage picture. See that broken telephone pole? Just that one accent says that the monster has been rampaging. Accents can be chairs, pictures on the wall, dripping pipes, tossed trash, barbed wire, that kind of stuff. Layer 5 is lighting. Lighting makes or breaks a room design. We've seen awesome rooms, but they're too bright, too dark, or didn't spotlight the right things. Lighting can be used as an accent, and it could also be used to distract. If we focus the lighting on a static prop, the viewer will look at it, but we've just set them up perfectly to scare them from a dark corner. Layer 6 is atmosphere. We've now built up some great layers of scare, but now let's set the mood. The low-lying fog is the perfect touch for this room. Plus, it's so thick they won't be able to see what's touching their feet. Imagine what sounds this room has as well. Sound is the best way to get into the victim's head. In fact, adding a sound layer is essential to making a room believable. Layer 7 is touch and smell. Use this layer if we really want to get under their skin. I mean, literally. So far, we've used sight and sound, but throw in touch and smell, and we just may put them over the edge. Brushing past dead bodies, or the smell of decay, or do both. Alrighty, let's summarize all of this. We start by first picking an art direction, something to guide and keep us on track so we don't end up with a mishmash of stuff. Then we can start decorating the walls and go to the bonus level with the ceiling and even the floor. Pick a scare and its sound that matches the room. Then use accents to help tell our story. Show it all off with the right lighting choices, and then set the mood with atmospheric elements like fog and sounds. Finally, go for the jugular by having them touch and smell the horror that surrounds them. If you'd like to dive deeper into the 7 layers of scare, look for my other videos that discusses each one in detail. Hope you've had fun spending time with me learning how to get into our tots' nightmares.